by lawyers for actor Justin Baldoni showed unedited footage from the filming of
One thing you should know about me is I will admit and apologize when I fail.
My nose is so big.
I was hoping that we could address this. It's not too late.
Justin, maybe you need to stop talking about my wife's weight.
What is your problem, Ryan?
My money is on Blake Lively being wrong.
Teaching Justin how to pull you in.
Where have you seen this?
I felt good in the moment, and for her to use this vulnerable moment against me.
You literally know nothing about women.
By lawyers for actor Justin Baldoni show unedited footage from the filming of One Thing You Should Know About Me is I will admit and apologize when I fail. My nose is so big. I was hoping that we could address this. It's not too late. Justin, maybe you need to stop talking about my wife's weight. What is your problem, Ryan? My money is on Blake Lively being wrong. Teaching Justin how to pull you, and I love scene. I felt good in the moment, and for her to use this vulnerable moment against me. You literally know nothing about women. Go, just kidding. Get ready, because what we've uncovered is going to blow your mind. For the first time ever, we've got access to secret text messages and voice memos that weren't even part of the lawsuit. These reveals expose shocking details about Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's relationship, and trust me, it's wild. Plus, we've got some exclusive behind-the-scenes footage from the movie set where Blake's actions completely contradict what she's saying in her legal complaint. And guess what? This is all being held onto for when the trial starts. So yeah, Blake Lively might just be turning into Amber Heard 2.0. And if you think I'm exaggerating, just wait until you see what's coming next. The time progress in this film, she decided that she wanted to be a producer. She started to make edits. She wanted to be part of the editing team. There were people hired, like human beings actually hired to do the editing job, who had done work as editors. She wanted to be part. Now what makes this drama even juicier is how Blake Lively tried to use her superstar connections, aka Taylor Swift and Ryan Reynolds, to put serious pressure on Justin Baldoni and Sony Pictures. Her strategy basically saying, give me this film or kiss the support of my fan base goodbye. And we're not talking about just a few followers, this is millions of fans plus the influence of her A-list friends. And here's the kicker, her plan totally backfired, and trust me, I've got all the details on how things took a very unexpected turn for Blake. Thing is just not making any sense. After working for this film for almost 2 years together, collaborating, text messages, voice memos, getting along, joking, we never had an issue before the break. And then after the break, suddenly there's this weird thing going on with Dobie's demands. I met them at their place and Ryan blows up on me, and then Taylor's looking at me like I'm some criminal. Yep, that was Justin Baldoni basically defending himself from all the drama Blake Lively started. And trust me, y'all better grab a whole lot of popcorn, because there's way more to this story than what you've heard so far. First thing first, this whole harassment drama just isn't adding up. Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni worked side by side on this film for almost 2 years, collaborating, laughing, getting along without a single issue. Then out of nowhere, after a break, things took a wild turn. Suddenly Blake starts making demands. Ryan Reynolds blows up on Justin and Taylor Swift gives him a look like he's just committed a crime. But here's the part that doesn't make sense. Even after all that, Justin says they still kept it professional and respectful. They spent hours in the editing room together going over scenes, and Blake even wanted to be part of the editing process. And then one single no changed everything. Justin didn't even refuse completely, he just told Blake to wait until he had something put together so she could give feedback later. But that was all it took. Next thing he knows, he's locked out of his own film. Sony hands everything over to Blake, and suddenly Ryan and Taylor are promoting it like it was hers from the start. Meanwhile, Justin, who spent 5 years working on this, gets treated like a nobody at his own movie premiere. And let's not forget Colleen Hoover, the author of the book. She was the one who chose Justin for this project. They were friends, she helped with the script, and they even promoted the movie together after the alleged harassment took place. But the moment Blake's lawsuit dropped, Colleen switched sides. She posted on Instagram saying she supported Blake leaving Just and completely blindsided. So what really happened here? Was this all planned from the start, or did Blake just flip the script when things didn't go her way? Before we dive even further, let me ask you something. Have you ever Googled your name and been shocked by how much personal info is out there? Old addresses, phone numbers, and emails that you thought were long gone. It's all sitting there ready for anyone to find. I know someone who discovered their name, phone number, and an old address listed on a shady data broker site, and trying to remove it was a nightmare. They eventually paid for a privacy service which cost a fortune. It's unsettling how easy someone can access your private details without you knowing. That's where Aura comes in. Aura helps remove your personal information from risky data broker sites that sell your info to scammers and identity thieves. But it doesn't stop there. Aura monitors the dark web for signs of your data being misused and alerts you immediately if anything suspicious pops up, so you can act fast. Aura also offers up to $5 million in identity theft protection coverage and real-time alerts for financial fraud. Plus you get a secure VPN, antivirus, and a password manager all in one app. Don't wait until it's too late. Click the link in the description or visit Aura. Bing Central for a 14-day free trial. Stay safe and keep your personal info where it belongs. Now, if you've been keeping up with this drama, you'd know that Justin constantly praised Blake in interviews, calling her brilliant, talented, and deeply involved in the movie. He gave her full credit for making the film better, especially when it came to intimacy scenes. He even said she had a clear vision for how things should look. It starts with us, so I'm hoping to see you back in the double duty role. I think that there are better people for that one. Justin, I think Blake Lively's ready to direct, that's what I think. But after she locked him out, took full control and re-edited everything, she never said one good thing about him in public despite private texts showing otherwise. In those messages she thanked him, called him talented, and was grateful for his collaboration. And just when you thought the drama couldn't get any messier, Blake Lively made a shocking claim accusing Justin Baldoni of being inappropriate during their intimate scenes. But wait a second, let's take a step back and look at the original footage, the very same scene that Blake detailed in her lawsuit, where she claimed the incident took place. When the lawsuit first came out, nobody really knew what had gone down behind the scenes. All we had was Blake's accusation against Justin. There was no context, no proof, just her word. That is until Justin's legal team leaked the unedited video, and that's when everything changed. I feel so nosy noses, and my nose is so big. I was hoping that we could address this. It's not too late, just got to shut down. We got to call an insurance month and just deal with that. And then as you can see, Blake wasn't just acting in these scenes, she was deeply involved in directing them. In fact, at times she even took on the role of an intimacy coordinator, making key decisions about how these moments should play out. And yet her lawsuit later claimed that Justin was crossing the line, improvising and kissing her too much. But here's the twist: before they took a break from filming, they only had 2 kissing scenes. That's it, no extra off-the-cuff moments, just 2 scripted scenes. Then after the break, things suddenly shifted. Blake came back with a list of new demands. She refused to meet with the actual intimacy coordinator before filming resumed, making her allegations even more suspicious. It was almost like she was rewriting history to push Justin out of the picture. But this isn't just about Blake, there's another key player, Colleen Hoover, the same Colleen Hoover who had once praised Justin's script and said it was perfect. Yet the moment Blake took control, Colleen switched sides and helped her re-edit the movie, cutting Justin out entirely. And now let's talk about Taylor Swift's unexpected role in all of this. When Justin was casting the actress for young Lily, he was the one who found her and pushed her to get the role. But guess who made the final decision? Not Justin, it was Blake and Taylor. Even the actress herself admitted that Taylor Swift gave the final stamp of approval, and despite Justin being the one who initially discovered her, his name was never mentioned in any of the interviews. It was as if he had been erased from his own project. Well, I mean, this is all pretty much Blake's, like styling. She's been my stylist, and then these are her shoes, Blake's shoes, so literally all Blake. Yep, I feel so lucky. She is an angel, she is a guiding light, she's a force, she is everything you'd want as a mentor and as somebody to look up to. It's a dream. Oh, and if you think Blake was done stirring the pot, think again. She and Ryan Reynolds have been throwing shade at Justin for a while now, subtly trolling him in ways that most people wouldn't even catch, and when you put all the pieces together, everything starts to make sense. So let's go all the way back to the beginning and break down exactly what went down behind the scenes, because once you see the full picture, you'll realize this drama is way deeper than anyone ever expected. Now, as it turns out, Ryan Reynolds himself reportedly contributed to the script, tweaking scenes alongside Blake. When asked about it, one of the cast members confirmed that Ryan had written multiple scenes and made significant suggestions, something that almost no other actor would be allowed to do. But because Blake was involved, everything changed from the very beginning. Blake and Ryan were constantly trying to rewrite lines, changing the script on a daily basis, something that caused tension behind